Hello, and welcome to the after show for
Oi, oi.
Roll4It, Stars Are Outnumbered, episode 1.
How's it going, Governor?
Greetings. How is everyone doing this evening?
Pretty well, pretty well. I felt like the show was solid.
I feel like
I had a lot of
bested
fun
my
with
high
it.
score for making Splat crack up on camera.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty happy with that.
No, I like Ulysses. I like him in the same way that I like Drax, where he's just like a constant source of laughs. Like, something about characters always taking everything literally is hilarious to me.
And
That's
it's just so good because your character just talks all the time in sayings.
Yeah.
For someone who takes things literally, it's like, this makes
It's just
sense.
fucking
We shouldn't do this. This is a bad idea.
anecdotes. It's
shouldn't
anecdotes,
steal from
idioms, and yeah, it's constant just like shit pouring out of his mouth. Exactly. Yeah. So funny. It's great.
I haven't decided how evil Sal's gonna be yet. Like, if he's gonna be like a real mafioso, like cut him in half type of dude once you get him in action, or if he's gonna be like lovable. I haven't decided yet.
That's the thing for me as well. At some point, I might just like fly away in the ship and jump again. And be like, I don't like these people. They're gonna kill me soon.
They call me a coward. They mean to me.
I'm fairly certain none of us would be surprised. Like, no, well, saw that one coming.
Yeah, but, he ran away. Oh, all right. Well.
So,
Coward, par for the course.
That's
Par for the
Benson
course.
telling you need your backup characters ready.
Aw.
No, if he runs away, he's the one that dies. All the three of us,
he's-
we just find another ship.
He just becomes
We find another ship.
Exactly. He becomes an NPC that we encounter later on and fucking kill in the face. Unless our entire crew has been replaced, in which case we won't know him. So.
The ship's the star of
But
the
if,
show.
if
It's
they
fine.
just rejoin,
Well, the ship
If we
doesn't
just
have a name.
rejoin months
The ship is not the
later.
star of the show.
Speaking
No,
of
we
which, we need to.
We
need
play
like a
Baldur's Gate
contest.
where we're like, if he dies, the whole campaign goes.
We need to have a contest for what the ship looks like, unless we actually have like established art, because that was the #1 question I saw in chat, where it was like, "What does the ship look like, though?"
I have a picture
It's got to
of
be.
the
We
ship.
got to come up.
Looks like a pile of rubbish
Picture
at
of
the
it?
moment, just falling
Oh.
apart.
I'm wicked curious what the ship looks like. I just said wicked.
I'm quite concerned about us going through atmospheric re-entry, though. I hope we intend to
The
dock
ship-
with a space station, not with something on the planet, because I don't think this ship will make it.
it is
It's got a
actually
hole
fitted
in
with
it.
atmospheric entry, and it's currently a functional system that isn't like being held together by tape. But I imagine it's not in the best of states.
It's a thin atmosphere world, so you don't need to worry too much about that.
Yeah, there you go.
It's the strain of the gravity
okay.
on the superstructure that might be an issue. I will try and find it. I basically went through loads of like sci-fi ships. I was like, it's gonna look like one. It's gonna look like one of these. Where do I find decent sci-fi ship? Star Citizen. Browse the ships. That one. I'll find
But how
it.
much did you have to pay? That's the thing with Star Citizen. They'd be like,
Oh
"You
god,
want this
no! I
cool
didn't buy
ship?
this ship. It would be
$800.
expensive. It would be so expensive. No. It's the Polaris.
The Polaris from Star Citizen. I'm gonna Google it right now.
I gotta
Wrong.
Google it right now."
I have the
Google it.
brochure up in front of me.
Wait, I think it's funny that you called it the Polaris and then you beat the living shit out of it. Is there a reason for that? Is this meant to be some sort of
Oh, I
poetic
wish.
justice?
Oh, I wish
That's
I
a
really
cool
do.
looking ship. I like it. It looks kind of like a dead duck, but I mean, it's pretty cool.
Where is this posted?
Oh, dead duck.
Oh dear.
Just do Star Citizen Polaris on Google and then go to the images.
Every image
Yeah.
is different.
Yeah, I'm seeing 1,000 different images. Can we get the specific one that you want?
Yeah, there's
Is it
lots
the
of
one
images
that's-
here.
go
Is
to
it the
Star
thin
Ci-
wedge-shaped one?
Yes, go to the Star Citizen website link. That'll be the one. I don't have the web link available. I have the PDF, which is ginormous because it's full of
There we
full
go.
color images.
Polaris class Corvette from
Yeah.
the Wikia. I'm going
So
to.
are we in a Corvette or
toss
are we in
that
a
chat
frigate?
for you guys. There you go.
It's a frigate-sized hull. That's the designation of the hull size.
I'll say because a frigate's pretty damn big. We're gonna need some more crew.
It's not actually a frigate.
We're flying this thing? Holy shit!
It's not actually a frigate. It's a frigate-sized hull, which includes a range of different craft.
Yeah, no, I got you. But still, that's a big mofo. I mean, what are we like? Chewie and Han there? Holy crap!
If I'm the group
It is
shooter, does that mean when we get a fighter, I get to fly it because I'm the guy with the shoot skills?
But I can fly anything. Sorry. So
You can't take the sky from Sandeep.
yeah, no, it was
Oh,
reference
I
to,
was resisting
Krendo's
so hard.
character.
Oh my lord, my entire soul was just resonating, wanting me to sing.
Why do you not?
Wow.
You have to.
I can't. I'm like a siren. Suddenly, all people just headbutt their screens.
Really? I'm
Welsh. It's a curse.
Oh, okay. If you say so. I thought you guys were just good archers, and that's pretty much it.
We also need to name our ship. That's the other part that people
Two
want
things
very
the Welsh are
badly.
known for: archery and singing.
Really?
As soon as
So
the name
both-
came up,
both in service to the king, right? Right. Yeah.
as soon as the name came up
Not the
in
English
chat,
king,
everyone
though.
was like,
The Welsh king, the last true king of Wales.
Of course.
"Splat, you can do the voice better than me."
What voice?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
That's what people were saying. in
What
chat.
was that? What octave
Yeah.
did you? What?
What's falsetto, my friend?
Splat
No, I'm
used to
sure,
be like a
but-
glam rock singer or something.
Oh man.
Yeah, I used to be in a heavy metal band. You're like, "Ow!" You gotta hit them
okay,
hard.
well, there you go. All right, that makes sense. Sounds like more of a hair. You know what I mean? As opposed to
If you start every song that way, you'll always sell records. Like you have to have guitars. They start, they go, dun, 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 and then all of a sudden the drums kick in, and that's when you go, "Ow!" And you'll always get people like every time. People are just like, fuck yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm loving it right now. I'm legitimately loving it. I'm just
It's a
just
crowd
thinking,
pleaser.
Splat, I know what
Absolutely.
the next character should be.
He's just gonna be like some guy from Whitesnake. Just
Yeah.
wakes up in the ship.
Listen,
So
Splat,
it's gonna be like
say-
a heavy metal rocker.
His stacks, I don't know, got crushed under a rolling nuke.
Splat, my daughter, like literally to put her to bed at night when the music that we played when she was an infant, because you always want to play music or whatever, we would put on 80s music, like 80s rock and roll, because it has like a good like bass and rhythm to it and everything, and it would put her to sleep without having to worry about boring lullabies or something that was probably inappropriate for a child. And oh man, we would play that every night for her, and it was awesome. I love that shit. That's great. It's good. It's good.
So you guys haven't gotten to Salvatore's obsession with 1980s music yet. Every now and again, you guys are gonna be walking, and I'm just gonna be fixing something. He's like, someday somebody gonna make you wanna turn around and say goodbye.
Oh, that's
That's all we had on our planet. We just got stuck in Miami Vice.
Oh, that's great. Oh.
I'm just thinking of 1980 music now. Anyway, so what would you name the ship?
I don't know. We got to do something with it that's like, it's got to have like an adventure first. Like it's got to have.
Yeah, you can't
a
just name this
character.
first. It's like just starting off like a freshly smith sword. Oh yeah, I'm gonna give it a name. Well, hang on now. That's not gonna earn that bloody name.
The problem is
I
you gotta name
100%
it before your
agree with
reputation
you.
gets around.
Yeah, we will. We get time to worry about a reputation. You know what I mean? We'll come up with a name. We haven't even decided who the leader is amongst us, let alone naming the ship. I mean, come on.
Oh, Cooper, though.
We've only made one decision so
You
far.
can't have a leader who's known as the coward.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Yeah,
not gonna
no,
work.
He's only known as the coward amongst the crew.
no. To be fair,
Yeah, but they're
if,
the one who was following the orders.
if we had Captain Coop, literally our ship would have to be some sort of pun involving Captain Coop and chickens. Okay, we would have. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm not
Henhouse.
going to serve
Fox.
on a crew that is known as the Chicks.
yeah, no. Captain Coop and his chicks. That's like the '80s band. There you go.
And then your
It
code
was-
phrase for like shit's going down could be the fox is in the henhouse. The fox is in the henhouse.
Oh my god, no. No.
This is why Captain Coop can't be a thing, okay? So Captain Coop can't be a thing. Oh, it's
They
fun.
have flown the coop. They have flown the coop.
I'm
Oh,
feeling like
Jesus.
Stax has a
When we
pretty good
launch the
chance right now.
lifeboats.
Stax
Oh.
is liking his chances of becoming the captain at the moment. He feels like he's strong in the running right
Well,
now.
whoever becomes captain gets to use the captain's orders from that sheet.
Ooh. Ooh. That's
Captain's orders, make lots of ziti for dinner tonight. I'm hungry.
cool. Jesus Christ. Pasta. Pasta. Oh, man.
Oh dear. Oh
What is
dear.
it,
yeah.
Oh,
Cooper's
man.
gonna lose control of this
shit?
situation
Vodka?
very
I want the
fast.
vodka sauce. I want a fucking marinara. What the fuck's the matter with you?
Hey, man. What, you ain't got a good, like, rosé to go with this thing? Come on. Gotta get a good solid Merlot, maybe a little white in there. We having fish. We gotta have the white with it.
Oh, sorry. It's gonna keep going
I'm
back.
mentioning that Sandeep will like download a voice program so that he can start speaking like Stax.
Did
I
they?
just sat there with him having conversations like, "What has happened to my life?"
I'll be honest. I was running like an 80s soundtrack the entire time we were playing today, and it fit really well with the space opera thing. It definitely got like
Oh,
a
yeah.
little. It had like a Guardians of the Galaxy feeling to the whole thing.
I need to find some
Yep.
like knockoff 80s music that I can stream with because the entire like theme that I ended up designing this around without even knowing it was kind of 80s, having taking the inspiration from Guardians of the Galaxy. So like all the fonts and stuff and like the overlay and stuff are all kind of vaguely 80s-ish. So I need to find some 80s music that I can stream.
I like 80s music because they always manage to mix in like heavy metal guitars somewhere, no matter what. Like every 80s song has that point where they're like,
wait a second. If this is our shtick, we're gonna need an 80s montage. An 80s montage with somebody like slow running. Like my favorite 80s montage is from Rocky III?
Rocky.
We're like wearing effectively no clothing, splashing around, water on the beach, jump up and down. I'm like, come on, Sly, come on. Oh, jeez. Oh. So funny. I think we're off topic again. What were we talking about?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm already shooting this montage in my head. Like I can see the four of you like running forwards in slow motion. Like maybe like a little bit of like moisture in the air, so that when you like land, it's kind of like giving
waves
a spray
crashing
of...
against surf crashing against rocks, spraying up over us. Yeah.
And you're wearing like
behind.
some flight suits. Do.
For whatever reason, they show our biceps and we like clap hands for a second. It's just like we're all greased up and shit.
No, that's Ulysses and Stax do that, and then Sandeep and Cooper do, and you're like, one of you does not have biceps, the other one does not also have biceps.
Hands with Cooper, his machete comes out on accident and chops off his hand. Like, what the fuck?
I really want to shoot this now. Possibly involves losing one of Ben's
I'm
hands.
gonna be honest
but
though,
still.
I was really impressed how fast chat became super attached to Taggart and Monroe. Like super attached.
Oh, yeah.
If
I was watching like, oh no,
I was gonna break out.
you don't know what's coming.
Aye,
So funny.
Captain.
Listen, we're gonna need, before Sandeep gets offed, because I have a feeling inevitably that's gonna happen. Before Sandeep gets offed, we're gonna have an opportunity where somebody makes a character named Will Robinson, because we just have to, danger. I have to do it.
NPC
Like, it needs
list. I mean, you already did. Like, what is the nature of your medical emergency?
Yeah, come on. It's pretty much any android, cyborg, robot. I'm gonna do them.
You have to do the best. There is only one. There is one line, which is the AI line above all others. I'm sorry,
Which one's
Dave.
that?
I can't.
Yes, I'm so.
yeah.
Oh my god, that's why. I modeled my voice after Hal. Come on.
Yes.
Come on, I love Hal. Oh, come on. 2001
Dave.
Space Odyssey
I'm
was
afraid
like
I
my
can't do
thing
that.
all throughout high school and maybe even middle school. I love that. Oh, I'm sorry.
Should have been Dave Cooper.
Oh, that would
think
be
of it.
so good. I don't think. Does anyone know what your name is? Besides Cooper?
That's the point. Does it actually come up at any point
I
yet?
don't think
Maybe
so.
my name was Dave all along, and none of the Aftershow people will have any
Yes.
idea.
Yes. I'm sorry, Dave. Oh my god, I'm so excited. This is great.
Did you know?
And
Like,
when,
in
and when
Space Odyssey-
Sandy inevitably gets off to that point, the next character needs to be called a Brimmer. It's going to be fantastic.
Oh
gonna be
man,
great.
this is
The thing,
gonna be-
when I was building my character, I was thinking, oh yeah, this is gonna be just like Red Dwarf.
we were
and
actually
I'm like,
talking
wait,
at the time,
I'm
and then
Rimmer.
you were like,
Crap.
"Wait, I'm Rimmer."
You are a Rimmer. Oh, yeah, of course you are.
See?
It can't be Dave Lister, even though the janitor thing really... Oh, of course. Now that's why...
No, he was a
thing-
janitor in the past life.
Yeah, of course, because
Yeah.
Lister and Rimmer were both janitors. Well, I think Dale Rick should come back as Ace. Not regular Rimmer. To come back as Ace Rimmer. Absolutely.
Well,
I
I'm
mean,
still around.
Surfing on crocodiles, rescuing maidens.
Someone needs to come
as-
back because
I have to tell you right now, I'm
can't do
randomizing
that.
every character. I made that huge macro, you all saw it. I'm randomizing every character. So every time I come up with it, I'm gonna come up with some sort of personality that goes with the dice. But with a game where this many characters might most likely get filtered through, I'm just gonna leave it to the dice and have fun. I hope at some point in time I roll the shittiest possible stats where I don't even break 8 once. I hope at some point in time I get amazing stats. Like I want to be some useless schlub. I want to be some super genius. Like I'm just so excited to play like a billion different characters. You know what I mean?
Me too.
So,
The
I'm gonna get
lethality
attached to
of
everyone,
that
too.
thing excites me. It genuinely does.
Yeah.
It honestly does excite me.
I'm curious. Like, should we take bets right now? We should take bets on who is going to survive the longest, because right now we only have 4 party members. The prior NPCs for the showing off of Cooper. Meh. Who is going to survive the longest out of the 4 of us?
Do it in character. Get a Tontine together in character. put like some of your like money
Ian's
in each?
suggesting we start a Deadpool.
Yeah. All right.
Be Deadpool in character.
I mean, we have to have a few deaths before somebody gets the idea of coming up with that. You know what I mean? Because like right now, if we just started making a Deadpool, it'd be like weird, and especially
that would be super weird. In a couple of characters' time, though, yeah, absolutely.
You'd also need money to do that as well.
Yeah.
I've got lots of money. I was peeling off these like glass beads. It's fine. I'm rich.
No. I think an out-of-game bet over whose character lasts the longest. You know what I mean? Like some sort of, and then it doesn't have to have a monetary value. It could be something like we get to choose your next character or something like that. Something that has like, if you win, when you die, we get to design your character for you.
Your next character is a little girl who turns around and goes, "We can't do that. We'll clean up the mess."
Only if you can actually rotate your head all the way around, though.
No.
Yeah. Oh, I'm loving the fact that my armor stays perfectly still while I'm like turning around.
That was so good. It looks so good. Oh my lord.
Oh, it's so creepy.
Oh, it's fantastic. I'm gonna have to find someone I can buy like faux fur now for some sort of shoulder thing for Ulysses.
Yeah, what is your actual armor?
He's actually got underneath his clothes, because no one actually looked. He's got super advanced armor on.
Oh yeah, I forgot you really
you
had
forgive
advanced
me.
armor.
That's the thing with the character generation of you roll for money, and when I was originally rolling, it's like it was, what is it? It's 3d6 times 10 or something, and I'm like,
changed
that's
it, yeah.
ridiculous.
Times 100.
It's 2d6, yeah, for this game.
Well, that's the thing,
What
it
happened
said
was-
10,
was
but we
the
changed it to
six-
100.
Yeah, the six
version.
of the point the updates when we went from 0.6 to 0.7, that changed it. I think he realized that he made a mistake and he fixed it or whatever the case might be. So
Because I looked at the like equipment packages they put in 0.7, I was like, these cost like
There's like
1,000 something credits.
no, but there was like 2 packages and that was it. The rest of them
Yeah.
weren't even there. So, but
The thing is that like, see, because when it said it was 10 and I rolled 80, I'm like, well, it just seems weird that I would only have 80 credits to my name. I can't buy anything with that.
I
So
had a
we
one
did-
shot though, which I tried just to check out the system with a few friends, and we did roll with the whole. They only have like 80 credits each, so the starting equipment was stuff like I have a revolver and 12 rounds, and
That's
I
actually
have a
kinda cool,
shotgun
though.
and 2
That's
shots.
genuinely kind of cool. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like,
no,
I
that-
rolled really well for money.
Me
Remember
too.
the
thing is
got
that I was
1100.
I was
Yeah, that's
thinking
the same
that
as me.
it makes sense
Actually, no, I got
if
14.
it was based on your tech level, but you don't ascribe a tech level to your character when you're generating it. And so when I rolled like 800, and I'm like, that seems fairly reasonable for someone who like, because I'm in a tech, is it 4? I think I'm tech 4.
Yeah.
listen,
Yeah, 4 is the
I'll-
one beyond modern.
I was gonna say
But
all I
then
have to
when
say
the-
is GURPS. Am I right? You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like with GURPS, it's part of like your character attributes. You have to
I mean-
spend character points to be more wealthy.
The
So-
funny thing with my character is that he's from a primitive world that is orbiting a reasonably advanced world. And so his idea of lords and stuff, he's working farms in like this forested mountainous moon. And they've got a fairly like his vac-suit, that was just traded for. With basically the off-worlders that they didn't really recognize as off-worlders so much as just people from the big cities. So like the starports, he knows what a spaceship is and things like that. It's just he hadn't been in the cockpit yet and looked around and was like, oh, this is what one of these looks like. I see, because he's never been inside one. He's only seen like a metal bird in the sky, and
Here goes
that's
to
as
your
far as
metal
he's got.
bird.
Exactly. But like he's got fairly potent stuff because one of the people, like, without going too much into his backstory, he had quite close contact with someone who came from the actual planet. So he's got access to that. His mother would trade for
Close
things.
contact. He killed him and wore his skin.
That's not, don't spread rumors like that. People would believe you. They already think I'm going to eat people. I might.
I don't know. I'm just very happy my first character is a robot, so that you're not going to eat me. Okay. I mean, for a fact that my face is synthetic. There's no question as to whether or not it might be some
But
actual tasty
What does
preserved
it
meat.
taste like?
Um,
Is it soft and
oh,
spongy?
jeez.
Could I bite
So-
it?
So
Ulysses,
we
you're
lose
feeling a little bit
Adavi
anemic.
to get Adavi.
Your iron level's a bit low.
No, the last time we did this is like, my character was like, my tiefling was like, oh yeah, I cut off his fingers. And he was just joking around. And then I get a PM from the GM. You actually feel like tasting one of them. I was like, It's going in this direction, is it? Okay. Suddenly, I've got this weird craving for flesh.
You
Actually,
picked
Dax
up
is lucky-
like a nasty sorcery pendant from a ghoul lair and carried it around in your pocket for several weeks.
But I didn't know that at the time.
This is why you check nasty magical
This
artifacts.
stuff and slept and stuff. You just don't feel rested. It's like, I want all the bacon you have. Don't cook it. Just bring it to me. Then go to bacon. It's like, yeah, you feel amazing. You feel better than you've ever felt. It's like, oh God. My cat is going around. It's like, he doesn't understand why he feels so good when he eats raw flesh, but he does.
I
Doesn't
like
help
the
that he's
idea of
also
him just like
looks like
eating
a
severed fingers. Just like
Wait,
it's
you
the
like the
weirdest
idea of
craving
eating severed
possible.
fingers? Let's just clip that. There's the
Of
next video.
him eating.
Mm, that's true. No.
It's weird. It's three celebrities.
Cooper the Coward is now Cooper the Cannibal.
Coward.
Confirmed.
Just
Cannibal
stuff-
Coward. Wow, that must be a hard. That's a hard deck.
It's like
to
a
play.
children's book. Cooper the Cowardly Cannibal.
He only eats people who can't fight back.
The sequel, where he gets arrested, is Cooper the Cowardly Cannibal Comes to Court.
God.
And then the follow-up to that is Cooper the Cowardly Cannibal the Convict. And so it just keeps going. It keeps getting worse.
There's not much further you can go from that. I mean, unless they start eating people in the prison, which should probably happen eventually.
Cooper the Cowardly Cannibal Uncaged.
That's the R-rated sequel with Sylvester
Yeah.
Stallone.
Like up to now, it's just been like off camera kind of. You just hear these screams and shunk, shunk, but you don't see any blood splatter or anything. But then it goes super R-rated. It's like most theaters won't even show it. It's like Human Centipede level of.
What did I just walk
new,
into?
New director, everything. Oh yeah, you walked away from
Honestly,
the best
still-
conversation ever.
Still a step up from just being a coward.
Yeah, it is actually. You're right.
So
This
I'm
is
sorry.
this is character development across many
Are we
movies.
saying that your character comes from a culture of human centipedes? Is that what
No,
you're saying?
no. It's Cooper. Cooper's basically gonna go to prison. He's gonna do really bad stuff.
Cooper the Cowardly
Oh.
Cannibal consumes centipedes.
Wow. This is my lord.
If it's actual centipedes, then that's going a little bit tame again.
Yeah. We've gone back around.
And then if we want the
Cooper the
production
Cowardly
has,
Cannibal
like,
consumes coprolites from centipedes.
No, but
Okay,
like
now
if we could.
I'm not sure
if we
any
wanna-
way would show that. I don't think that's going to a theatrical release. That's going straight to video.
What has
Just
this
video,
video
not
turned
DVD, just
into?
video.
What is this? What is this? What is this like?
Okay.
What kind of after
We're working
video?
on alliteration
after
for
show
Cooper the
VOD
Cowardly
are we-
Cannibal and his sequels.
And see, if you want to dial up the alliteration, then we have to arrange them into canticles. So that then you've got Canticle 1, Canticle 2, the second
Or
canticle.
chapters as well works.
But that gives you like a cha-cha-cha, you know? You need like that hard...
Cooper,
Yeah, that's a good
Cooper
point.
the Cowardly Cannibal. Cooper the Cowardly Cannibal's Chaplin's Church. There we go.
You just gotta shift it some way halfway through
Yeah.
until it just gets too outlandish and nobody wants to pronounce it anymore.
Cooper the
Yeah.
It's-
Cowardly Cannibal can cut.
Cooper the Cowardly Cannibal
cuddly-
can cut cesarean C-sections.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
no, you've lost it.
No,
now.
we're getting a little
Sorry.
vicious right
Those
there.
are
I was gonna
nuts.
go
There's
with
a certain
can-cut
point where it
cardiac.
stops being popular. No one watches it anymore,
Yeah.
and then they hear that
Yeah,
oh,
it's
there's
gone-
another
it's
one.
gone-
I
Well, that's
thought
when
it
they
was finished, I have to
reboot
like
it.
the third one.
It's going to go through several reboots, I think. We're going to have entirely new directors. And every time it's going to change. But it'll all be in the same continuity, which will be really messed up.
So anyway, there's this tabletop game we play.
Do we
Yeah.
really? I thought we just chatted bollocks for 4 hours.
Yeah, that's pretty much. You know what's funny is it really was just like sitting around on a spaceship and just kind of like bullshit with each other for a while. It was really, really funny. It's actually one of my I love seafaring campaigns or an
Oh,
extension
yeah,
of it
on a
being-
ship. Because that's all you have to do is talk. And
Yeah, you get to, it tends to be very RP heavy, which is very, very fun. And if I correct me if I'm mistaken, but Stars Without Numbers is designed to be a very RP heavy system because it's so fucking lethal that every time that you get into combat, you're like,
I'm going to
oh,
laugh so much
shit.
if Ulysses dies straight away in the first go. I will genuinely just pee myself laughing. I'm going to find that so hilarious. But out of today's session, like we'll go around. What was people's favorite moment in today's?
Oh, when I lost power. No,
No,
legit.
that was
I'm not
our
even joking.
favorite part of the session.
Listen, I stressed about it like hard, but then once I got the numbers in from National Grid, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna be out of power for like a while because like 20K people lost their power. I legit took like a 25-minute nap, like 25. Like, I'm not even joking. I eventually woke up because of all like the Skype messages I was getting woke me up, and then like about 20 minutes later, power came back online. I was like, woohoo! Now I got a nap. Let's go fucking kill stuff. Or,
Nice.
repair a ship.
Like, I just happened to have the break. I didn't actually, like, I can't see Skype when doing this. So, like, I just happened to be like, let's have a break now. And looked at the messages, like, oh, you literally got power back like 2 minutes ago. Awesome.
Yep. It was so funny. But no, jokes aside, my favorite interaction for me, because I guess I'll take the lead, is when the two of them walked into the room and they encountered Sandeep for the first time, like the describing him and whatnot.
That was so amazing. That was so amazing.
No, I don't blame Cooper for running. We made fun of him, but I would have ran too. I'd have been like, nope! And you just checked out of there. Nah, we ain't doing it.
But I love the way his running was framed. It was like, nope, 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 nope.
And you could hear him on suit comms the entire time, so you were just hearing on suit comms, nope, 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 nope.
I love the idea of just looking back down the corridor, and he goes that way. And then a little bit further in the corridor, he comes out another door that way.
Like Scooby-Doo.
And then out that way.
Yeah, he's not used to the ship. He's getting lost in his
He's
confusion.
trying to find his way back to the bridge. He's like, no, 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 no.
I don't know. I like the bit where Ulysses fell on stacks out of the thing and you were introducing each other because it was really interesting to have that introduction. But for sheer humor, I really enjoyed the bit where Ulysses just carried a nuke up to the top floor.
Yeah, that was actually my favorite part as well. It's like, yeah, I've got these things, and then as people were doing knowledge rolls, it's like, yeah, that's a nuclear bomb. That's a banned nuclear bomb. That's a really banned nuclear bomb.
I knew that we had like torpedoes. He had told me that when we were listing what was in the ship. He said we had 2 torpedoes, and initially he gave me a damage rating. He said, actually, no, put that in as a question mark. And I didn't realize how much he'd escalated it.
You also found another 2.
I'm hoping we have 4 nukes.
The episode is like, oh, it's 4 nukes. Sure.
Well,
we should just hold this planet hostage. Like, deliver to us all of your credits, or someone gets glassed.
It could, actually.
Just hold the planet to ransom.
Oh god, that would be such a short campaign.
It worked in Independence Day, okay? It worked in Independence Day. It can work on these aliens too, all right? We're not going to get quite as good of a speech, but it'll work.
This is our payday.
It'll be like Independence Day 2 with all the actors you just didn't care about, and all the ones that you did kind of died for one reason or another.
I just didn't bother seeing
Randy
it.
Quaid's here. Goody. Randy Quaid will hold this up for us.
What about you, Splat? What was your favorite part of today's session?
God, I really, it killed me when you had the line about we shouldn't steal from giants. Like, I was just like, I can't talk anymore. I gotta sit here and laugh.
I missed that part. I missed that part. Can I get the setup and knockout? What happened?
I don't even remember I don't remember the setup. That's the thing, is I just remember the line was funny. I don't remember what the setup to the punchline was.
It was Stellar Scoops and
the fuel scoop.
yeah.
We need to repair it, and once we had it repaired, we could start taking fuel from gas giants. And then he said we should.
But it was phrased as,
Shouldn't
well,
steal
if
from
we
giants.
do that, they might say they're stealing. So Ulysses look at, we shouldn't steal from giants.
Oh, oh my god, that's amazing. Oh, I love that your character is so simple. What's his int?
His intelligence is not bad, but his wisdom is really low. His wisdom is
He's a bit like a savant. Like, he thinks very logically, but he doesn't have the ability to process more.
Yeah. And he comes from just a lower tech world. Gotcha.
Yeah, if it wasn't the
wisdom
giant
is 6
comment.
Actually, no. Yeah.
There's a comment
wisdom is
later on.
6.
I can't remember what the comment later on was, but me and Splat were cracking over that for like a minute or two. Can't remember the life of me which one it was.
It was either the giant comment or it was just getting to use Monroe to tell Cooper he's an asshole one last time. That was one of those two was my favorite.
That was definitely.
It takes place to steal.
Oh yeah.
You're an ass.
Your moments from death, and you want to use your last words, not to call your mother, not to apologize for anything, just be like, Cooper, you're an ass.
That was your final act.
Yeah, but the funny thing was that Stax...
Then you got the memories back when you woke up.
Stax was like, I also think you're an asshole. I was like, oh yeah, those memories. It took me a second to twig that. I was like, oh yeah.
Okay. But yeah, his intelligence is 11, and his wisdom is 6.
Gotcha.
He's got a -1 on wisdom and neutral on intelligence. That's why like I had him doing things to Cooper when he was just making assumptions as if the information he had proven those assertions. He was like, no, there's no correlation between these pieces of information. Because again, like he's had he's had training from someone from a more advanced world. So like he knows things like calculus and stuff like that. It's just he's super gullible. Super gullible.
I know. I think he's a fun character. I like him so far. You know what I mean? I think all of our first characters kind of fit our like actual personalities very, very well. For like, well, not to call Bentham a coward by any means, but I don't mean
Yeah,
that
our characters fit really well. Splat, you're a gangster. Delric, you're really
like Splat's a piece of shit. I'm a creepy motherfucker.
Yeah.
Avic's a cannibal, and Bentham's a coward. You know that's
great.
He happens to be a megalomaniac with a god complex.
That's true.
That's part.
Yeah, no, that's actually just.
Bentham, what was your favorite part?
I like that because, like, knowing about how the opening sequence was gonna go, I was expecting it to be like fairly standard stuff of like, oh no, we're under attack, oh no, everything's exploding, quick, run away. But then it ended up turning, you actually managed to give the characters personality in the brief time that they had, and then we had Taggart surfing the doctor's.
No. He failed the test. He got wrapped in the corpse, and the corpse rode him.
But I like to believe
with a little bit more time
for the like. Rule of cool, he succeeded enough. It looked like it, even if he didn't do it properly.
There was no form, but he was kind of on the back of the dock. It wasn't a very good surfboard, but I like the fact that he was just like sort of waving at the captain who'd also got to space, and they just kind of drifting away. It's like, well, there's nothing we can do, so there's no point in being glum about it. Oh, it was good. It was good.
And then what was it? Monroe managed to ram the ship, and it was like, that's a pretty fitting end.
That was a good end. I like that.
People were like super bummed that I killed like Derek's character off screen.
What was that? I'm sorry?
I killed your character off screen when you weren't here. Well, on screen while you weren't here. And people were like, oh my god, how can you do that? He's such a mean GM.
I was getting tons of messages on Skype about, in a different chat about what you were doing, and I was just kind of like, oh, that's rough. And it was graphic, you know what I mean? So I was like, oh, okay, this is okay. What was that? I'm sorry, Avic?
I was like, how about you being there flat? What a jerk!
Yeah,
man.
Yeah. I'm just sitting there on my cell phone, like, there's nothing I can do about this.
The funny thing was, there were some people in chat who were like, yeah, no, Stars About Numbers really lethal, that makes sense. And I was like, okay, it's pretty glum.
People did the same thing with Dark Heresy, though. They were like, I can't believe nobody's died yet, because a lot of people seem to play very mean Dark Heresy campaigns where it's just like, nah, you get sucked out into the vacuum. No save or anything. You're dead now. That's what happens when you're a red shirt.
I made Brander burn like 3 or 4 fate points. Epidicus burned 1. 6 else. Carolinus burned 1 to do his thing, but he died. So anyway, like that's like 5 deaths all told, like in the campaign there. So
yeah, I think a lot of people don't use the burning fate thing. They just let people die or whatever.
Yeah, that's the way I thought it. I thought it would be pretty. I like the idea of 40k. Like in terms of the spirit of 40k, it is a brutally dark and horrible universe. Mankind does not know happiness anymore. That has been slowly and systematically beaten out of mankind over the last couple of millennia.
That's the way I
worship.
I like the opposite,
I miss
though.
Heresy Bros, though.
I mean, I think everyone does. It needs to be an emote. But I like the opposite. In the Dark Heresy thing, I like having people who can like overcome it and have chances to tell their story via going on. Whereas in this, which is much more campy, off-the-wall 80s, I don't mind people dying because it's just juxtaposition.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Is the stories are much more fast.
But what if we love our characters though? What if we love our characters?
Then you're in for
well, what you do in your own bunk is your own business, frankly.
All right.
Best leave it there.
All right.
Don't ask.
Well, yeah. I think that pretty much just sums up the entire show. What you do in your bunk. You know what I mean?
That will be an episode title at some point.
Camera
What you do in your bunk.
With the unicorn.
Wow, that If only there was a little bit more actually went down in character that would title. That would be a great title for that episode.
I'm putting it on a notepad. I'm gonna try and make sure we can shoehorn that in later, and we're good.
God.
Along with
Right.
don't steal from giants.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm glad.
We've got to save that for an episode where we try and use the scoop and it goes wrong.
I can make it
I
go wrong.
want
Don't
you
worry,
not to
I got
steal
this.
from giants.
You shouldn't
Oh,
steal
so
from giants. That's totally gonna. Actually, I'm making a note right now.
He's gonna make a note of it
I'm
as well.
actually
That's
making a note of
fantastic.
this one.
Oh,
You shouldn't. You're gonna be paranoid of gas giants for so long.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna go for the sun instead. I think the sun looks more safe.
Oh yeah,
Ignore the
it's
solar flares.
going solar eruptions on the sun. I mean, if you go there, pretty big chance you're gonna get fried. I mean, it's up to you, mate.
Unless it's a red giant, then you shouldn't go there. Definitely not.
Well, red giants are just bigger. Like,
But they're
Yeah.
also giants. That's the key point.
There-
Dwarves,
there
fine,
we go.
giants, no.
actually, my generator does create red giants and orange giants and white giants and blue giants. So
I fully expect your character to be like, don't steal from dwarves either, otherwise they'll come in your sleep and move your shoes. Like, it's just like...
I like that. Yes, that has to be like a back mythology thing on your world. Like dwarves are just
Oh yeah,
mischievous.
that the whole giants thing. You know, that was just like he's never seen a giant. I assume giants don't actually exist, but it's like no. I completely, you know, wise woman said, don't steal from giants.
There's
Steal from the way.
there's aliens. Why wouldn't there be giants? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, we have to go to a zombie planet. We have to get onto a derelict ship that has xenomorphs on it. Like, we have to do all these, like, tropes just to see how the characters react.
Don't worry. I've generated a lot of these tropes, and the ones that I
Hold
haven't
on.
generated are already down in my notepad for when we need something to go mysteriously wrong in space.
I just can't wait till somebody comes out playing I think one of the fun things is we go all I was gonna make a baseball reference there, but I can't remember which baseball player it was, but we go all somebody was cryogenically frozen from like nowadays
Right.
is what comes out out there, you know what I mean? So you almost have like I don't know, pick whoever you want, I don't care, but a celebrity from today has been cryogenically frozen for the 1,000 years or whatever it's been, and now all of a sudden they come out and they're like, what the fuck, you know, like a Sir Patrick Stewart or something like that. Like it would be pretty funny. It'd be pretty funny.
Of course, we need a deliverance themed episode. Every
Oh.
campaign needs a deliverance themed episode. I'm a big proponent of this. I am going to be a horrible GM if I ever am a GM on this show. You know what's going to.
How do you mean?
You start hearing a
This
banjo,
one's
you
going
need to
on my
start
head.
running like straight away.
I mean, if you want, we could... But wait, didn't I do that? I feel like I did that recently. Where I did
Now the
oh,
deliverance themed campaign. Oh my lord!
no. It was with Bear Taffy. I was doing a solo session. Like I like to do solo sessions in the campaigns that I can. Solo sessions with each of the characters to kind of get a little backstory at the beginning of the game. That way you like get to know them better.
Yeah.
And his ended up being like effectively a battle of the banjos with somebody that he knew, and he won. And that's how we got a magic item that he has in the game and whatever. But
Awesome.
But yeah, and I actually played the Battle of the Banjos music in the background, so it was fun. It was good stuff. Good stuff. But anyways,
Right. Well, I
That's
think,
probably
By the way-
a place to.
wrapping up time.
Yeah.
One last thing, just a warning, just for next time. We've already used up nearly half of our supplies. Just to keep you
I mean,
appraised.
I could probably scrounge up a little bit more rations, but there's only so many rations you're gonna find on a ship.
yeah, I have to agree because
Not a
Cooper,
renewable system.
Cooper is not going to feed everybody for very long. You know what I'm saying?
True.
There's not much meat on those bones.
Okay.
Just saying.
How many days worth of rations do you have, and how many days worth of life support do you have?
Life support, we have 46 days. Rations, we have 48.
Divide by 3,
Which-
because that's per person.
Yeah, divided by 3, so it's
About 16
You're
altogether,
welcome.
about 2.5 weeks or so.
Well, I'm just gonna say now, Ulysses is, like I said, he's not dumb. He can do the math, and the robot doesn't breathe or eat. Cooper the coward does. Both. Moved from the equation,
thank you
there's
very
now
much.
more food and air for both Stacks and him.
But who will pilot the ship now?
We'll wait until we're
I can
drifting
pilot
more or less
anything.
towards the pilot, the planet, and yeah, the robot can pilot everything. We're fine.
Actually,
We don't need a
I
pilot. We don't need a flashback pilot. It's fine.
shit.
It just crashes into the planet. Just can't slow down. It's like, well, this was a terrible decision.
But you reach your destination, and that's what matters. So we
Reroll.
Reroll entire campaign since the ship is now a mere trace of particles on the front of that moon.
And now we're playing Dark Heresy.
Dun, dun, dun.
We go native on a moon for a little while. We have to eventually we just hobble together some sort of distress beacon out of what remains of the ship.
And the entire series becomes like trying to progress technology back towards a spaceship. You start with a small raft.
I was thinking more along the lines of like attracting someone else and killing them and stealing their ship. But yeah, sure. We'll move back to the space age from like, just the junk age.
Yes, with that, thank you very much for watching this Aftershow VOD and supporting us via Patreon and all that jazz. We will be back next week. I cannot wait to find out how this goes.
I'm so eager for next session.
I knew all the worlds you could have gone to, and I'm like, they went to this one. Interesting.
Well, that's great.
Thank you for watching. Roll safe.